the NFL did their top 100 list, which is they survey the players. So the players are the ones who do these rankings, and they put it out on NFL.com. There were 14 quarterbacks who made it into the top 100, according to the players. 96th, Trevor Lawrence. 96. Kind of low.
Yeah,
no?
Justin Fields ahead of him.
They had Fields ahead of him, Tua, Geno ahead of him. Obviously, Lamar. Lamar was criminally underrated. I know I just said I don't think the Ravens are going to make the playoffs, but to put Lamar Jackson behind Jared Goff, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Mahomes was one, by the way. Hurts was the second highest rated quarterback on this list. Then Burrow, Allen, Herbert, yada, yada, yada.
To be fair, Jared Goff's been to a Super Bowl and Lamar Jackson has not.
That's true.
Which is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Goff is set up for such success this year that regardless, 72 is insane he should be like 11 or something.
Yeah, for Lamar.
But the whole list is not friendly enough to quarterbacks. You said it yourself. The top three, Patrick Mahomes and Justin Jefferson, makes no sense. But Jalen Hurts is 3. Did that surprise you that Jalen Hurts is, in the players' opinion, the second best quarterback in the NFL?
I get it, because I think a lot of players would want to play with Jalen Hurts. So I think that's maybe how they're thinking about it.
But if you were going to fill out this questionnaire and you had Joe Burrow there and Josh Allen, who've accomplished more than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts done it 1 year.
Well, he did go to the Super Bowl, so technically he's accomplished more than Josh Allen.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But Josh Allen's been, how many times has he been an All-Pro? It's just a lot more experience. I don't know how these guys voted. I do like some of the picks a lot, and I don't like others.
Why don't you like Justin Jefferson at number 2?
He's not even the best wide receiver, and why would a wide receiver be above all the quarterbacks?
Well, they had more wide receivers than anyone on this list. 16 wide receivers made this list the highest of any position group.
I think Justin Jefferson.
Passing league, yo.
I love Justin Jefferson, but he's definitely a product of Kirk Cousins in that offense. Kirk Cousins just creates numbers for wide receivers because he's got that Eli thing where he throws the ball with tons of loft, has 1,000,000 yards. Like he just.
You think that Justin Jefferson is a product of Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, in that offense, big time. Kirk Cousins.
That's a hot take.
I would not agree with that.
Look at the numbers that Cousins' receivers always have. They always do really well.
Okay, and that's fine. And the offense could be user-friendly, and that's not a bad thing for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there were throws last year where I feel like Cousins was trying to put these into really tight windows, and it could have been awful if he wasn't throwing it to Justin Jefferson.
One play against your Bills.
No, the whole game, quite frankly, against the Bills. But even
I
beyond
don't know.
that.
Cousins is just if you're a receiver, you love a quarterback like Kirk Cousins because he just throws a soft, nice ball. He's never going to win you a playoff game, probably. But, I mean, this goes back. He's very much like Eli. Every receiver loved playing with Eli. Eli was not the best quarterback, but threw such a catchable football. He threw it with a lot of air underneath it. Cousins the same way. Like, this is just like, he just churned out a lot of yards. He's probably going to throw for 4,600 yards again this year. Somebody's got to get those yards, right? Or am I totally? You guys totally disagree with me? I think Justin Jefferson
is one of those guys where he could be playing with whoever and he's going to look good.
Jefferson, I think, is a stud. I mean, his route running is unreal.
You guys say that about that's never been true of any wide receiver in the history of the NFL.
Well,
except for Devontae Adams
Wes
last
Welker?
year.
Wasn't a great route runner?
No, I'm just saying there's never anybody who's independent of their quarterback. Wide receivers are so dependent on their quarterback.
Well, Tim Brown made the Hall of Fame
to get the ball.
Playing with 20 different quarterbacks.
I mean, Randy Moss made everybody he played with when he was actually trying look good. I mean, Dante Culpepper,
what was his best year?
What?
His best year
was with Tom Brady, but he was pretty darn good with Dante Culpepper and
Randall Cunningham
and whoever else was there.
Dante Culpepper, he's amazing.
Yeah, and he was terrible in Miami.
And look at Dante Culpepper anywhere else without Randy Moss.
Let's slow your train there a second. Dante Culpepper, before he got hurt, was a great quarterback.
I just think you have example, Terry McLaurin made this list top 100. He's been playing with not very accomplished quarterbacks, and I'm being kind there.
Well, Larry Fitzgerald, the non-Kurt Warner years.
Yeah.
No, I understand. There are a few exceptions. Larry Fitzgerald is an all-time exception. I mean, generally,
I think we're talking about Jefferson as maybe being in that pack. Like, if you took Jefferson off of this team and put him on, I don't know, the Bucs this year, I still think he's going to get his.
I don't. I mean, the Bucs have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They're not going to get theirs.
I'm just saying with the quarterbacks, you gotta.
No. My point. Mike Evans is even more spectacular than Justin Jefferson, and his numbers are going to go way down. He's much more athletic than Justin Jefferson.
He had great seasons before Tom Brady came up.
I know.
With Jameis, who's an incredible wide receiver.
It was an interception machine.
Jameis threw 5,000 yards. Jameis could create a lot of yards.
And how many picks did he throw that year?
30. That doesn't affect Mike Evans.
Ton.
Right, which doesn't affect Mike Evans' numbers at all. He doesn't care if you throw picks. This is about wide receiver getting yards, right?
Wait, but when I said Justin Jefferson put him on the Bucs, he could do well. I'm not talking about he's got to compete with Mike Evans.
No. My point, Mike Evans,
touches.
Justin Jefferson's fantastic, but he's not as big, strong, and fast and as athletic as Mike Evans. Mike Evans will catch a 50-50 ball all over the place, and he can't even do anything with Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. Why would Jefferson be any different?
I think Jefferson's that good. First of all, let's see what happens with Mike Evans this year, but let's see how motivated everyone is, on that Bucs team. Because I don't know what's going on.
And Jefferson was, I know he played on a stacked LSU team, but he was also like the guy there.
Well, no, he was definitely second fiddle.
In the year they won the championship?
Yeah, look at the numbers. I'm sure Chase had more yards.
Oh, they were close. I don't know.
I feel like Chase is actually. I said that to Maggie before the show. I was like, he's not even the best receiver out of his college in the last 10 years. I mean, Chase is pretty special, too.
I love Chase. I love them both. I
do, too.
I mean, I know. I'm just...
But
how about this? Jamar Chase, according to this top 100, 39th on the list, whereas Justin Jefferson is 2.
Right. Explain.
But I think it's because Jefferson's a more polished receiver. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it goes beyond just, like, height, weight, speed. Like, he has amazing hands, and he's a great route runner. He's always open.
He's okay, would you take him over Tyreek Hill, who's number 8 on this list?
Yeah. Tyreek Hill's a one-trick pony. He's fast, but like...
One-trick pony that you can use is such a difference maker all over the field.
He's such a great difference maker. The Chiefs went on and won a Super Bowl without him.
But Miami had the best offense in the league last year when he was playing.
Right. With Jalen Waddle, too, who's there as well. They had 2 super fast guys.
You also wonder about Hill if/when the speed starts to diminish. I know he's got great hands, but once the speed starts to diminish, how much does that take away from his game? Because that's the difference maker with Tyreek Hill. It's like the yards after catch. It's insane.
Justin Jefferson is basically Cooper Kupp from 2 years ago. He's great, but he's so dependent on a lot of things around him.
Oh, see, I think this poll is telling you here what people think, that Jefferson is good, and that because Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow, that he gets put down to 39.
Well, that's silly.
And it is interesting because I know when Jefferson the new coach came over, O'Connell, he told McConnell, hey, I want to be in those Cooper Kupp situations, which is essentially what we saw in terms of the numbers. So I think that I think if anything, maybe Kevin McConnell has more to do with Jefferson's spike than even Kirk Cousins.
But Cousins is good at executing those kind of plays. I mean, you saw the quarterback series. The dude knows how to do a play fake.
The memory room.
He knows how to do a play fake and throw it 18 yards down the field against the Bears on meaningless yards. The dude is like A-Rod. He gets more meaningless yards, and Justin Jefferson's sitting right there to catch them.
Empty calories, 855-212-4CBS, 855-212-4227. Let us know what you think on the topic. Perloff thinks Justin Jefferson overrated.
No, I think he's awesome, but I do think he's a bit of a system guy. So number 2 overall on this list makes no sense to me.